Hello everyone, welcome to yet another episode of this podcast series. Today we have Sai Prasan with us. He is working in a Northwest Bank as an IT engineer. He used to trade in Forex Market and Indian market as well. So today he is going to share a Forex basics and strategies with us. Let's welcome Sai Prasan. Sai, welcome to our podcast series. Go ahead.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for the opportunity. So, again, just to give an intro about myself, I am Sai Prasan. I've been trading actively for like 4 to 5 years, and predominantly I was trading Indian market only because I am an Indian. But recently, due to job or some perspective, I had to move to UK, and I got an opportunity to stay in UK and had that legal right to trade any market, either Forex, US, or crypto. So I thought, why not Forex? Just explore Forex because I can legally trade rather than any Indian perspective. So that is where I started Forex market. And that is the reason why I chose this topic also, because many Indians are now fascinated towards Forex. They are thinking that, okay, Forex is like a get rich quick scheme. They can come into market, they can explore, they'll follow some trades, whoever are basically. I see Indians also running Forex signals, Forex trades, courses, etc. So I wanted to clarify whether it is legal, whether it is possible for Indians, if it is possible, how we can do and all that. So I've come from an Indian background. I've been trading Indian markets, but currently I'm not very active in Indian markets because the current options and SEBI regulations, the changes it is bringing, it's too many changes for the market to adapt in a very short time. So that is why I started focusing on Forex and then started learning it and started trading it. So
So
this has been my journey.
I just want to ask you this thing. So how you started your
Yeah,
options trading journey, and you said you are working in a bank. I mean NBFC.
yeah,
Like that. So
yeah,
currently also you are
yeah,
doing
yeah.
job or you are
Yeah.
full-time trading?
I No, I actually I'll call it as a mix of full-time trading and job.
Oh,
Why? I'll tell you, because I wake up at like around 3 to 4 for Indian markets. My timings are different in UK, so I wake up like 3 to 4 sometimes to watch the Indian markets and to trade.
hmm.
But currently, I'm not doing because the options is not very fascinating. The premium or the changes, everything. But I also have a job because I need a very big capital to match my UK salary. So I don't have that capital still. So it is very difficult to get that capital. So currently I'm learning Forex. Maybe through Forex I'll be able to achieve it. In Indian market, it is not possible to achieve my salary for sure. Very, very difficult. I need to have a very big capital. But Forex has some scope. That is why I started looking into Forex markets. So it's a mix of both.
Great. So you have prepared a
Yeah.
PPT for us. You can share
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I have a PPT. Sure, sure. Okay. Okay, perfect. So we'll quickly start off. It's a very small PPT. I did not keep so much content because a lot of new audience also might be watching this. They don't know what is Forex also. So they want to explore or diversify their capital also. So they might be interested. So I kept very short, like an introduction of what is Forex, what are the different market participants, what are currency pairs, general risk management, and what are the strategies which we are following, and any regulations which apply to Indian users. And coming to algo trading, is it possible in Forex? What is funded accounts? That's pretty much it. So these are the topics. So we'll quickly start off and we'll go through it. Okay. So
That's
coming to Forex market. Okay. So Forex is basically nothing but something similar to Indian market, where in Indian market we trade equities of stocks, right? So we trade whatever stocks have been trading. But in Forex market, it is nothing but foreign exchange market. It is like trading of the currencies, like whatever currencies we have, like INR is one currency, GBP is one currency, Euro is one currency, USD is one currency. So these currencies get traded within the Forex market. And it is one of the largest transactions market in the world. It's close to 6.6 trillion per day. It is bigger than any stock market in the world, including US market, including UK market, Indian market, whatever, Japan, any market. It is the biggest in the world because currencies exchange is very, very crucial within the world because there is a lot of transactions happening between currencies as well, like between the countries, and also between a lot of people will be traveling, so they would need currency requirement and all that. So that is why the forex markets exist in the first place, to have that interaction of the requirement of forex being traded between. Okay, what is forex trading? Again, as I said, it is like people will buy and sell different types of currencies or money across the world, hoping they would make, some might be hoping to basically make the transaction itself. So if I am traveling to Europe or like to another country, I would need euros, right? So that is one transaction I'm going to make. Maybe there will be brokers, banks who wants to make a commission out of the exchange itself, right? So there'll be an exchange fee. So that exchange fee is what they are going to charge. So it is nothing but trading like money to get more money, right? So if you know a direction that, okay, euro is going to go up in value, then we can bet on it and basically make money. Something similar to like we bet on a stock. So let's say if we say that Reliance is going to go up in value due to some factor, it can be due to technical factor, it can be due to fundamental factor, it can be due to any seasonality factor. So these are the things which you can check even in forex trading to make basically speculate and make money using trading.
Okay.
So that is the basics of forex trading. It's nothing but you buy cheap, sell costly, like etc. like that only.
So the
Right,
basic
and vice versa.
like a stock trading only, but it is against one
Yes.
currency to another currency.
Another currency. Yes. I'll tell you why it is between one currency to another currency and why not an individual like stock, right? So, because what happens is, I'll tell you in currency pairs, but we'll see what are market participants, what are the major market participants in forex world. So the major market participants are, the first is like many banks, because banks require a lot of liquidity. They would be making a lot of transactions. People would be sending money from US to UK, US to India, India to US. So there is a lot of liquidity which the banks itself require. So this liquidity comes into the forex market via banks. So banks would require you to sell or to buy a currency. And similarly, there would be hedge funds who would basically hedge against the currencies, or like any institution investors also. They would be also participating within this participant, or they would be retail traders or any people who are like making forex transactions. These are all the people who would come into the currency world and make a transaction within the forex market to get a value, right? And retail traders can also do trading using online platform, or they can also like exchange currency. So if you want to do physical in the market, that is something which you can do, or you can also do online, something which is very similar to our gold concept. So in India, we have gold bees. If you want, you can buy it in online, or you can go to a merchant and also buy a gram of gold, right? So that is similar to the in forex market. You can buy a currency in a broker offline or also on online. Coming to currency pairs, why is it a currency pair and why not a currency? Okay, because when you are exchanging, right, there will be a difference between the bid and ask price. So whatever we say in Indian market, there will be a bid and ask.
Yes.
So in currencies also, you cannot trade on only single pair. Euro itself will be a constant value, right? You €1 will be constant for yesterday and tomorrow, right? Or today, right? But if you compare euro with something else, that is what the value differs. But in stocks, it is not like that. Stock is like it's like a commodity which keeps going up and down on its own. It doesn't require any external factor to basically uh, impact the price of the stock, right? So that is why all the currency pairs are compared in two pairs, like a combination of two. Can be like euro plus USD. So this is like euro like against USD, right? Similarly, USD against JPY. JPY is Japan's currency. Similarly, gold is also there. Commodities also will be there. Gold, silver. Even I know people who are like trading olive oil and all those things also. So gold is like XAU versus USD. So this is how we donate the currency pairs, right?
So the
So this
gold is
donation,
gold is also traded against the US dollar, like in the form of
yes,
XAU and
yes,
USD. Okay. Now I understood.
USD.
Now I understood this thing. XAU USD. I have seen this so many times, but I didn't
Yeah.
find.
Yeah. So there is also silver, that is XAG USD. So what actually gold itself value changes with time, right? But why is gold denoted against US dollar? Because US is one of the biggest currencies, and a lot of transactions of gold happen via US currencies. So that is why XAUUSD is there in first existence rather than people trading gold futures or direct to gold. Uh, People generally trade XAUUSD, right? But it's not the same in US oil. US oil is like single commodity. It doesn't have to be compared with something else like USD or like any other currency. So to understand this better, if we take an example of Euro USD, Euro is called as the first currency or the base currency, and USD is the second currency or the code currency. So basically, 1 Euro USD is equal to 1.0 something something X. So if you multiply that with that value of 1 euro, that is where you will get that 1 USD value, right?
Like
So that's how.
like in our market, we have a USD INR pair. So USD was the main
Correct.
currency, and INR was the secondary currency, and it will be
Secondary currency.
equal to $1 equal to 83 rupees something as of
Seven.
now.
Yeah, yeah, 83.23 or something. That
Right.
is what we multiply to for us to understand the actual value of the pair.
Mm.
So the problem with this is one major thing which people ask in the first question is, if we look at like gold USD, right, XAU USD or Euro USD also, if you take 1 unit of gold also, 1 unit of gold is somewhere around like 1 gram, like around more than like they treat it in kilos only, not actually kilos, but the value is in 1 point something, right? So the value, if you multiply against US currency, the value would come until $60,000 or $70,000 or 30,000, 40,000. How would one trade with such huge amount? That is what most people will ask. One thing about forex market is there is something called as leverage, right? We in Indian market say we think leverage is bad, but in forex market we do have leverage, which is like majority of the brokers, regulated brokers, will give you a 1:30 leverage. Okay, so
Oh,
if you have 1 rupee, yeah, if you have 1 rupee, it is into 30. But any unregulated broker, one sign to identify if it is a regulated or an unregulated broker is, if anyone is giving more than 1:30 leverage, it is an unregulated broker. If anyone is giving less than 1:30 leverage, it is a regulated broker.
so
Simple funda.
so
Okay.
the most of the brokers which we are saying they are providing 100x leverage, some brokers are providing 1000x leverage also.
500, 500x, 1000x, all of them are unregulated.
Oh,
None of them are regulated. Any
there is no
regulated broker,
so there is no guarantee for your money if you are putting into that broker's pocket. You don't know when that money will go away.
yeah, yeah, anything can happen. We can see regulated brokers also doing going boom. So nothing like if you see any famous names like with many Indians know like Exynos, T4 Trade, all of this provide like 1:100, 1:300, 1:500. They say we are regulated in Dubai, but it is not regulated. They if anyone is giving more than 1:30, it is not regulated. Even regulatories also you can check. If you come down into the disclaimer section, they have to mention where it is regulated. Generally, there are only two regulations. One is basically CFTC.
Mm.
CFTC is like Commodities Futures Trading Commission, which is regulated by US government,
Mm.
and UK government regulates it as FCA. So these are the two main regulatories So if one is trading using these both, they would only get 1 is to 30 as leverage. That is the maximum they will get if you are a retail trader. Okay, I'll tell you the difference. It like many people don't even know this concept. If you are a retail trader, they'll give you 1 is to 30. Okay. And if you are an experienced trader, okay, you have to prove that you have traded in one or the other forex market, hedge fund, and you have to show a proof of certificate that I have traded for so and so years, like at least 1.5, 2 years, and you are like good at it, then they would give you a 1 is to 100 leverage.
Okay.
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 So there is a regulation for brokers to check and verify
Hmm.
if you are actually successful. And if you are successful, if you are trading already, you have the experience and knowledge, that is where they'll give you the leverage. This is something which SEBI can bring in for even at least SEBI registered RS also can get such kind of advantage rather than retailers, right? You don't have to give it to retailers. At least give it to someone who knows the concept, like how to use leverage. Because uh, without leverage, there is no market, right? Even in US market, Forex market, there is no market at all. So one thing, instead of killing the leverage itself, make a task for the brokers to make the regulations right. Check if the guy is like trading properly, if he knows what is leverage, if he knows what is risk management, if he has that certificate, then at least give the leverage option so that people can trade with that extra leverage. So this is the only difference, but majority of us come under the retail category, so it is 1 is to 30. You cannot trade more than that. If you trade, you might not get your money back. That is the only thing,
Okay.
right? uh, yeah. So coming to risk management, not a lot to talk about it because Indian markets also have it. Everything is risk management in trading, right? So what we do is we have to manage the risk. You have to do position sizing accordingly, and what we have is there is a concept of lot size similar to options,
Hmm.
which we have. So the each of these, whatever currency pairs which we saw, they have a lot and they have a unit. So one standard unit, one micro unit, one mini unit, like that. So based on the currencies you're trading, you can get a type of account, right? So if you want a standard account, if you want a mini account, micro account, there is also a cent account, which means if you put $100, you'll get 100K cents. Okay. So if
Oh,
you want to actually practice forex trading, that is the best account for you to start trading with, because that is the cent account, and the emotions will, the numbers and everything, the emotions will come according to that 100K, right? So 100K dollars, it will look like 100K. So
hmm.
you'll feel, okay, I'm making, if it is a real money, if it is a real 100K, then this is what I would be making,
So
right?
it will be very
Um,
much so it will be very much useful for the people who are trading with a lesser capital.
Coming into,
At the same time,
correct,
they will get a real-time experience when they are trading. It looks like a
correct.
big capital, but it actually not
It
the.
looks like big capital.
They will get the better
Yeah,
experience.
it's not a very big capital. Yeah, so it is the same concept can also be introduced in India to practice trading. Many people try this paper trading and all that, where the emotions will actually not come into
One
picture.
question I want
Yeah,
to ask you here: Do we have options also
yeah.
in?
Not in forex space, but there are options market, but no one trades the options really. They do it in crude or any other futures markets like US oil. These things gets traded in options and futures also, but we don't trade forex space. Okay, they
Okay.
trade a lot of, I think, you are trading US market, right? So they trade a lot of instead of forex pairs, they trade a lot of S&P 500 contracts, mini contracts, micro contracts. These are the contracts which many people trade. But options is not very hugely impacted, at least in forex market.
Mm-hmm. Cool, cool, cool.
But everything is not options. You can make a lot of money using general forex only.
The
You
cool
don't
thing
need a
is
very big capital also.
why I'm asking this
But
because of this
yeah,
option saga of stuff since COVID, in particularly in our market in
yeah,
India.
Indian market is
whatever
hugely relied. Yeah.
wherever you go, whatever the things you learned, whatever the instrument which you see, the people will ask you one question: is the options is available or not? That option.
Yeah, no, it is not required actually, because see why people trade options is obviously due to that added leverage of option buying if you are an option buyer. But in option selling also it used to be added leverage, but that leverage is now removed. But in Forex, by default, you will get a 1:30 minimum. Okay. So that is something which is good enough for anyone to trade, right? Even with $100 account,
You
you
said
can trade.
you said
Yeah.
this question. I just want to ask you. As
Yeah.
we are getting a 30x leverage, is there any limit to cut that position by default by the broker?
Yeah. Or automatically, if the loss increases your base capital, he will cut the position. He'll cut it off automatically.
Until you have capital, they will hold the position.
Hold
Once
it.
the capital limit is
Yeah.
breached, they will cut off the position.
They will cut off the position. Yeah.
And one more thing,
Automatically.
if you are having a sufficient margin, even after breaking your level also, they will
Yeah.
hold the position.
Yeah. They will hold it. If you
Or not,
have the margin,
if you are not maintaining a stop loss, in such case, whatever the margin you have, until that margin gets breached, they will hold the position. Once the margin is
they'll hold the position.
breached, they will close the
Breach.
position.
It's yeah. Your account is blown. That's it.
Got it. Go ahead.
They won't allow you to take the positions also. 1:30 is not like actually 1:30. What happens is if you already have a running position, it would take some margin, right? Some similar to Indian market only. So you cannot take like multiple positions because the margin keeps reducing. If your margin is reduced, they will start to cut positions also. It's both the ways. It's not only loss, but if your margin is reduced and if you cannot because the margin keeps increasing based on your loss and profit. If you are going into loss, the margin starts to reduce, and automatically, if the margin is also breached, more than 90%, they'll cut off the position. Both the ways.
Got it.
So, yeah, so in Forex, we do have all the order types similar to market, stop loss order, limit losses, etc., etc. So that's something which everyone uses. Coming to trading platforms or different brokers, I've already told what are the brokers which are regulated. The major regulated ones are IC markets, Oanda, Vantage. Vantage is regulated. Actually, I'll tell you one thing which many people do also. What happens is all of these brokers, not IC markets, I think Oanda also doesn't have. Vantage has a third party counter company within India. Okay. Many people, if you see any YouTube video, no one will tell you this because everyone wants clients. Okay. Everyone wants people money. They will say, oh, you can open a broker using P2P method. What is P2P? P2P is peer to peer. Okay. Peer to peer means this Vantage company is a foreign broker. He has an Indian company, and that Indian company is not doing Forex market. It is doing some other business like clothing business or whatever business. Okay. And they will say, you put money in Indian market, Indian Vantage, whatever that third party is, we will give you the margin within your broker. This is nothing but like Dabba trading. Okay.
Okay.
So don't
Completely
fall for
shady.
this trap.
It's a
Completely illegal.
Hmm.
Completely illegal because you are depositing into some random company
Ah,
like a shell company, and that shell company is giving you a margin. Yes, they would give you, but it is not legal. Okay. So don't try to do that. All this hangama on brokers, don't try to put your money from Indian markets to Forex market. It is not legal. All of these brokers are regulated. I'm telling you, they are regulated brokers. Vantage is a regulated FCA broker in UK,
hmm.
but they have different counterparties. They are also regulated in Cyprus. They are also regulated in Saudi Arabia. They are also regulated somewhere else. So what they do is they won't use the FCA license. They will use some other license, which is shady, and run operations within India,
It's
which
like a
is completely illegal.
it's like a understanding between the company to party.
Understanding between the company to party, but what they showcase is Vantage is a regulated broker.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
That is what they'll showcase outside. But
Okay.
ideally, the operations which run in India is not regulated.
Yeah,
The
obviously.
operations which you run in which you run in Abu Dhabi is also not regulated
Hmm.
because they use a different license for that country.
Okay.
Understood? For
Yeah.
UK, they would use FCA license, which is regulated. So
Hmm.
if anyone from UK are trading, it is legal. For US, they might use CFTC. So anyone who is trading from US, it might be legal for them if you
Okay.
use that broker,
But the
right?
thing,
But if you are trading from some other country
uh,
across the world, it might not be regulated because they won't use the same regulation.
okay,
That same regulation they won't apply there.
but the thing here is they.
What people
Uh,
will see that okay, this is a regulated broker, I'll put money. That is where they get lost, right? They
so,
won't get payouts. Even if they make money, they won't get payouts.
so they are
Yeah,
saying we are regulated, but they are regulated only in US and UK.
yeah.
In other countries, they are not regulated. Still, they are doing the
They'll be running.
advertisement, everything.
Correct. Yeah.
Rest of the countries, yes. Go ahead. Users, be careful of these things because it's not you are not staying in outside of the country, because when you are staying inside of the country, those rules and those market operations, you don't know what is going to be happen. You might lose your money if the brokers defaults, or if the brokers
Yeah.
won't.
The problem is it's not losing the money. It's actually illegal to put money in that broker also, first of all. I'll tell you the laws.
Obviously,
It's
broker,
illegal to
if
do that.
broker they themselves they want to cheat the people, they can shut down tomorrow.
Yeah. Possible. Anytime possible.
So keep
Right.
aware of all these things when you are trading into any forex markets. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So coming to MetaTrader, so MetaTrader is like a platform. Uh, it's a universal platform actually,
Hmm.
where any broker can be configured within MetaTrader and it can be traded using that. So it's like an external tool. It's not a broker as such, but
Okay.
people mostly prefer to use MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, which are recently like available. MetaTrader 5. So they configure the username and credentials of this broker and they can trade using that. That is the simplest way. It's something like external tool which we use to simplify trading, right? All of these brokers also provide trading platforms, but they are not as good as MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. MetaTrader 4 and 5 has given this platform and built a lot of algos, bots, any plugins for making you trade easier, right? So that's what this MetaTrader 4 and 5 platforms are. I'll show you a small one. I have it open. I'll show you in the upcoming things. So you can use it for charting. You can use it for real-time market data, automated trading systems. Yes, coming to the important question, is it regulated for India? No. Uh, I'll tell you why. Any Indian trader will come under RBI regulation for trading. Okay.
Okay.
So RBI, because it cannot control the forex market,
Hmm.
what it has done is RBI has basically tied up with FEMA. Okay, FEMA. If anyone is an NRI, they know what is FEMA. FEMA is foreign exchange laws. Basically, if you go outside of India and you want to transfer any funds within India or from India to US or UK or from UK to India, FEMA law comes into picture. There is a lot of documentation for FEMA law, and the problem is RBI, because it cannot control the forex thing. It has tied up with this FEMA law. So
Okay.
what it has stated in the document is, if you want to trade any forex pair, you can only trade under an authorized broker.
Hmm.
Now, who is an authorized broker? Authorized brokers are the ones which we know, which are like Zerodha, Upstocks, all these people. Okay.
Hmm.
But anyone who are not authorized by RBI, you cannot basically trade using them. And what can you trade in these brokers? You can trade USD based, like INR based pairs, which is like USD INR, Euro INR, GBP INR, JPY INR.
Hmm.
The problem is these don't have liquidity. Many, very less people read these, and it's anything else apart from this is illegal to trade, right? If you are trading like Euro USD or anything else. It's basically illegal. I'll tell you, there is one way of trading Euro USD or GBP USD or UJ. You can buy the futures or sell the futures of these currencies. That you have it in Zerodha Angel or any other thing, any other broker, which is regulated to do this, right? Apart from this, anything else is unregulated. So this is the RBI link. I'll try to open it. You will see all your famous brokers over here. Okay, all of them, right? You will see all of them over here. You can see like Xness is there. You can see FTMO is there, right? Lot of big brokers, IC Markets, iForex, OctaFX, right? You see this ads within IPL,
Exactly,
right?
most of the Finland
OctaFX.
ads with the
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, so XTB, MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, everything is there, right? You cannot basically trade in any of them. And they have clearly written a sentence in the internal document saying that if this list is only a temporary list, it doesn't mean that you are allowed to trade in that broker if it is not there in this list. Which means they have categorized saying that if a broker is not in this list, then it doesn't mean that it is legal to trade for you.
It's not
It
regular.
is not under
Regulation
it's
rules.
not under our jurisdiction, or it's not under our view still,
Okay.
because these are the main ones. We have listed out the main ones. It's saying like that.
One question. I have seen all this
Yeah,
mostly this Xness,
most of them.
iForex.
eToro, Xness, lot of them. FTMO is
Today,
very famous.
lot of advertisement things in India, and most of the influencers,
Yeah,
so they're promoting these brokers.
they're promoting this. That is the problem, right? Because they want money, right? And the Forex affiliate marketing is huge. If you bring 20 clients, they would get close to $10,000.
Oh my God.
They would get $10,000 if they can trade with $1,000, just $1,000. If they deposit $1,000 and they take some random trades, the guy who is making that affiliate marketing, he would get close to $5,000 to $10,000 easily. That is a huge money. Okay, you can run affiliate marketing, but you cannot trade. Okay, so all of these influencers, all of them, whoever are recommending, they are recommending for their own benefit. None of them says the truth because they want to get some or other benefit out of this, right? If they are making Forex series, if they are making something, they would want some or other benefit out of this.
Guys, I
That's the problem.
want to tell this for our users. Guys, when you are seeing such kind of ads by your influencers, they're basically doing for their benefit. It's not for you. We will we'll put this link in the description box, and you can check all these things
Yeah,
who are in the regulation of the RBI list. We'll put all these links on the description.
because broker, they are very big. All these Forex brokers, they have a lot of money. Literally, they don't care about any regulations in other countries, even including peer to peer or like any other method. They don't really care. It's us who has to care. And I'll tell you one thing which many people know. It is a punishable offense. You can go to jail if it comes under FEMA or SEBI or RBI's thing that you are doing a forex trading. Okay, it's a punishable offense. You can go to jail. Okay, serious, that serious it is. But people are like promoting this openly, saying that you join this broker, you join that broker. I'm like super surprised. Okay, super surprised that why is everyone doing this? Because they are getting some benefit. They just don't want to look at what is regulated or what is not, and they basically do. And I'll also tell you why this is the case in India, because India wants to safeguard its reserves. And uh, what is the explanation India is giving, and why is it not allowing forex trading? Is because India has US currency reserves, which they will use it for buying something. Like they can buy US oil, they can buy oil from Abu Dhabi, or like we have seen recently, Modi ji basically did the transaction in INR with Dubai for oil, right? That is a very big task for us because INR is not globally accepted. USD is globally accepted, right? So they are slowly changing that procedure from USD to like INR, where we can basically trade our own money and get things done. So if we have USD reserves and people started to trade Forex, and Indians, like RBI knows, out of like 100 people, 98 people will lose if they go into Forex market. They already know that in Indian market only they are losing, right? And if they go to Forex market, 98 people will lose and only two people will win. And if 98 people lose, India has to compensate that US reserves. If you trade like Euro USD and you lost to US dollar, India has to compensate that whatever amount of US dollars to that broker as a settlement. Like in a contract note, we settle between a buyer and a seller, right? So that is the thing where if everyone started to lose, we will lose our USD reserves. And if we start to lose our USD reserves, our economy keeps dropping. That is the reason why not only India, more than like approximately 14, 15 countries banned Forex trading because they want to safeguard their reserves. We are not so developed that we can basically start doing these things. That
Okay.
is the problem within India. Okay, so we have seen what we can trade. We can trade the futures, but the liquidity is very less. I would not suggest you to do it. But again, one can check if they want to do it in a legal way. Uh, I'll tell you what is the other way around.
Just come back.
Actually,
Just
that
just come back
yeah,
to the previous slide. To other way to
yeah,
yeah. No. Next slide. Next slide. Ah.
yeah.
Did currency pairs accept the above solution by the futures in currencies? Euro? What is
Euro. This is the small abbreviations.
okay?
E is Euro, U is USD. So this is they call it as EU. Okay. Similarly, GBP USD, that is called as GU. Okay. And USD Japanese yen is UJ. These are the short form naming conventions of these currencies. Currently, you are allowed to trade the futures of these currencies in Indian market if you really want to trade
Okay.
Forex legally within the Indian regulated brokers.
When this
Uh,
when this started?
they started actually. They are allowing in Zerodha and Angel. They
Oh,
have it. You have to enable it, but they have it actually.
oh, great.
Um,
I don't know that.
Previously, they only used to do US INR pairs, but currently they are allowing futures of these Euro USD, GBP USD, and USD JPY. These are the three main pairs which many people will trade. Uh, Apart from gold is anyways a commodity people are already trading. US oil is also a commodity people are already trading, but
Hmm.
it's not similar to Forex gold, but still people are allowed to trade gold or like uh, US oil, right?
Hmm.
So that is one other way to do it. But again, the liquidity is very less because many people wouldn't trade it, right? I'll tell you another gray area way that is bit a question mark, which one can use it for trading in the upcoming slide. But first of all, we'll see what strategies which Forex traders basically use. Many traders, they obviously, Forex is a market where a lot of news impact is there, right? You see a lot of news going on within a week. I'll show you a website where you can check basically news. So this is the forexfactory.com. So
Okay.
you can see basically if I select the date, something like tomorrow. So these are all the news. And what news is categorized as different folders. Okay. So this yellow folder is a medium impact news. The white folder is a low impact. If it is a red folder, then
Okay.
it is a high impact news. So
Hmm.
these are all the news as orange folder, right? This is a red folder. So you can see core PPI, right? PPI information, FOMC. FOMC we already know, right?
Hmm.
We majorly hear this word FOMC is there,
Like
FOMC
like
is there.
like our RBI meetings in India.
Correct. Like our RBI meetings, this Powell basically gives these meetings. So this is a high impact news for USD, and market goes crazy during this news. So news is a major factor in forex markets,
Okay.
which one has to check before trading. Right, it's very important. Otherwise, you put an order, it will easily hit your stop loss and go. Coming to trading strategies, which are majorly available, people do a lot. Everything works. As I said, risk management would be important. Everything works. Scalping works, swing trading works, positional trading works. But majorly, what people use is they use price action using support and resistance. Um, Something similar to us only. But what happens is Forex has a lot of pairs, right? Around 32 to 40 pairs, around 30 pairs is what they have. And if you go and start applying support resistance concepts in all of them, it won't work. So
Oh,
what these guys have done is majority of the people trade only few pairs. Like they only trade 1 to 2 pairs or 3 pairs at the max, right? Any profitable traders, they would only do that, and they would categorize their systems into different ones, right? Cat one, cat two, cat three. Cat one can be a 5-star setup. Cat two can be a 4-star. Cat three can be a 3-star. If you are trading discretionary, uh, I've I've seen traders who trade discretionary profitably, but they have a set of rules. Like if it is a Cat 5 setup, like it's a 5-star setup, then they would have to have a support break and a retest. They would have to have a trend line breakout or like anything extra added confluence. And they would also check any other extra confluences, like if there is any candlestick pattern, right? These are the other additional confluences to make it as a 5-star trade. So they also, it's not like blindly using this and trading. They would check what is the strength of the currencies they are trading. So if they are trading Euro and USD, they would check the strength of the currency. If USD is strong or like if Euro is strong, what is the DXY index saying? DXY is dollar index. Dollar index states what the currency can do, the dollar can do. Based on that, they would basically analyze and take a trade. It's not one thing that, okay, you can simply go and blindly put a support resistance line and basically do that. And this method would ideally work majorly. What I've seen from my expertise and my understanding of Forex market is this method of trading using support and resistance only works in swing trading. If you are doing it in shorter time frames,
okay.
like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, you are going to get trapped a hell a lot of times. So that is something which is currently there.
Hmm.
And second major thing, a bit advanced version of support and resistance. It's not so much, but it's similar to support and resistance. Is basically smart money concepts. Okay, we hear this name, smart money concepts. Even in India, also we hear this name, smart money concepts. So basically, there is a guy called in YouTube called ICT. He provides free education in YouTube for anyone who wants to learn like what is how to basically do forex and stuff. So ICT is the person who basically says that he has invented smart money concepts and ICT concepts. What they do is they would basically introduce a concept of liquidity. So wherever you are putting a stop loss, that is called as liquidity, right? So what they would do is they would wait for that liquidity sweep, which means basically a stop loss hunt or
Hmm.
a trap trading. We call it as trap trading, right? Where buyers are trapped or sellers are trapped, or we can also call it as RCP or GCP or like red candle breakout and green candle breakout. So once the buyers or sellers are trapped, we would take a trade in the opposite direction because their stop losses are now hunted. So it has bit higher um, accuracy than support and resistance. But the problem is these guys trade on a very small time frame. Like they trade it on 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and like 10 minutes. So their risk reward is very, very big. They would get like 1:8, 1:10 trades. But the problem is their accuracy is very low because they will trade on a small time frame, like
Hmm.
1 3 minutes. So everything has a pros and cons.
Hmm.
It works, but it is very difficult to learn the concept. It's too super complicated for anyone who's coming from support and resistance background to understand these things. And fundamentals, they people also trade based on news and other things. Currently, if you ask me what I am basically trading, I trade forex space and I trade majorly gold. But I'll tell you what I'm trading. I don't trade any of these concepts. There is a saying that if everyone is following that, it wouldn't work in the market. I trade something called as inducements. It's very, very new concept in Forex. People have not heard about it. What is inducement? Inducement is something similar to liquidity only, where you would basically look for a stop loss hunt, and you would look for liquidity. And once that liquidity is basically taken, and if you find the direction right, that is where you would take a trade. And this is what works in some pairs. It wouldn't work in all of those pairs. Again, it only works in Euro USD, GBP USD, and um, UJ pairs. So that is what I'm currently trading in Forex pairs. If it is gold, I trade a concept called as SNR. Uh, Again, people have not heard these concepts at all. Basically, SNR is trading based on closing prices. So it's not on candlesticks. People trade on closing prices. So I'll give you a very quick overview of, so if we go to XAUSD, right? So they only trade on closing prices, right? So if I keep it on like daily time frame, and if I go to line chart, right? So these are the closing prices of multiple levels, right? So what I have found is this is what works in gold. The general support resistance generally doesn't work, and I trade on higher time frames only, but they are intraday trades. They are like intraday trades on a higher time frame. So if you see, this is a support, right? And this is a weekly support. So you can see this is a weekly support, a swing low and a breakout. So this is a weekly support. So you can see the trade. I take a trade over here on a weekly support. The stop loss would generally be 20 pips and the target would be 1:5, right? So this is a simple trade. Like this is a simple trade which I would take. This is just a closing price and look at the reaction, right? It has given a major reaction, but I only target 1:5. But this is what we can achieve, right? It's pretty simple. This is what I've found which works. I don't blindly trade on just a simple level. What I would do is I would find a trend line confluence using this. So I would need a trend line aligning over here. The trend line also again comes on the closing price, right? It would not basically come on the candlesticks, right? So that's what works. I've seen that's what works. And if you see the trend line, I think it would be something like this, right? This is not aligning, but yeah, something like this. Okay, 1 minute, right? So we can see this is the trend line, and this is the trade. So I would need some trend line to match over the level, right? And if it is matching, that is where we would take the trade, right?
Okay.
So pretty simple, not very complicated, but yeah, it takes time to learn all these concepts.
Yeah,
And
but
this same concept would not work in other pairs. It would only work in gold. That too, if you're trading in forex gold, not in our gold market, right?
yeah,
Because the
obviously,
chart is different in our gold.
obviously these are all the new things to our viewers and Indian traders as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
in
a
the
lot of different concepts
Mhm.
which are there.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. So coming to algo trading, many people would ask, algo trading, will it work? Can you create an algo in forex trading?
Mhm.
To be honest, if I tell you, I think I would have tested more than like 500 to 1,000 watts till date in forex,
Oh,
and the only profitable bots which I saw are martingales or DCAs. Okay. Only profitable bots I've seen till date are only martingales and DCAs until they get a losing streak.
okay.
Like until they get a losing streak. If they get a losing streak, your account is blown. But if not, it will work. Okay. Um, Again, for viewers who don't know martingale, martingale is like you average the positions until you come to a break even. And
Mhm.
what is DCA? DCA is a similar concept like martingale. In martingale, you increase the lot size. Like if you take on 25 lots, in the next time you take it on 50, it can go to 75 and it can go to 100. The only difference between martingale and DCA is dollar cost averaging. Like
Okay.
what they do is they average the position for same lot size until market takes a reverse. So if market takes a small reversal and if you come to break even, they close all the position. That is the only difference between martingale and DCA. And I've never seen. I think I created bots. I've also got a developer who create bots. I've tested like n number of bots. None of them basically work profitably. Even if you keep a 1:4, 1:3, 1:2 risk reward, the drawdown is huge. Currently, this is one concept I want to address in Indian market also. People think like 6%, 8%, 7% drawdown is huge for Indian perspective because they seen like backtest results of like all this straddle, strangle, and options market, thinking that 6%, 8% is huge. But in Forex market, if you backtest any strategy, the minimum drawdown it would come to, if it is a normal strategy, not a martingale or like a DCA, the minimum drawdown it will come until is 18 to 20%. That is the minimal drawdown, right? And this drawdown can get breached. Drawdown is an indicative figure. Many people would know already that it's an indicative figure. It's meant to be breached by the market. It will get breached and it will get recovered. If it is not getting recovered, that is where you have to get panic and start basically changing. But that is the minimal drawdown. People have not seen drawdowns actually in Indian market, to be honest, right? They have never seen drawdowns. They have not seen 6%, 8%. Again, drawdown is again of two types. One is like time drawdown, one is like amount drawdown itself. So some strategies, they would not even make a money for like 6 months period, 7 months period. That is time drawdown. So they are profitable, they are at break even. They make 1:3, they lose 3 trades, they make 1:3, they lose 2 trades. So that is time drawdown. And the amount drawdown keeps like your account keeps going down. So that's about bots, right? It's not very easy. People thinking that can you create a bot? Can you basically make any expert advisor? I've been testing a lot of them because I'm into algo trading. I create algos for people, but I have not really found any profitable bots. And all of these guys, they sell it for these bots also. This martingale bots also, they sell it for $5,000, $10,000. Not they don't sell it for cheap. It's a huge market. Forex market is huge, and people still buy it. People still buy martingale bots, and people still buy all
Again,
this stuff.
again
So
we
that's
again we have a lot of service providers and course sellers who are there, like in our market as well. It's there in
yeah.
uh, other markets as well.
It's there everywhere. See, Forex. There are people who are selling courses for free. There are people who are selling courses for like even
One one thing
200, $300, $500 like that.
one thing I want to tell you about all this people who are selling the courses or services. Selling service and courses is not a crime, but the thing here is when that service or a strategy, whatever the course which you are selling, which is actually not working in reality. Of course, time to time, market cycles will change. Psychology we need to change at the same time. Systems we have to upgrade. So that kind of inputs when you are not giving in the course and as a service, so there is
Yeah.
no point of selling all these, and there is no point
Selling.
buying all the
See, to be
stuff of
honest,
other.
I've seen in Forex market, in Indian market, I've never seen any person like that.
Hmm.
Uh, I have I take courses, but I have not seen. I've seen like I have few mentors who I learned from, and they don't open slots like these people do. Like if they are running ads, I learned from this mentor. If a mentor is basically running ads saying that you join our course, you do this, you do that, then they probably are not very good. Obviously, that is one reason. Maybe there might be some exceptions, but I have never seen some people, they don't even run ads. They open mentorship once in a year. Okay. And the mentorship fees is going to be close to $10,000, $8,000. And they will say, if you want to join, you join. And I'll only take 2 to 3 people. That is what they are doing. Okay, they won't even take like hundreds of people. They'll take 2 to 3 people. They will train because all they need is their peace of mind and their trading to be profitable. They don't want your money to basically you earn. They are just doing for community service. They are not even doing because they want to do it. All right, they're just doing for community service. I've joined some courses which are more than $2,000, 2,500, $3,000, and they don't even open mentorships, right? They don't even sell courses like openly, right? They have slots which might open 2 months, 3 months once, 4 months once, yearly once, right? And after that, you won't even hear from them. You won't even see a message from them. They won't even respond to messages, right? Any profitable trader, that's how they are in Forex market. But Indian market, people want, like, they want to do business, so they would obviously keep running ads, keep doing all these things.
That's
If a guy is selling a course for 6,000, obviously he could basically do that on his own, right? Why would he sell a course for 6,000 just for anything? And if again, I've seen people doing this challenges also, like I'll make 5,000 to 10,000, 5,000 to 1 lakh and all that. And see, people has to understand the reality that, okay, this is not how market works. If a guy is really profitable, yeah, he might make the 5,000 to 1 lakh, but he cannot make a 1 CR to like 10 CR or 20 CR. If that is the case, everyone would do that. It's not like very easy to do such things. Maybe on a small capital, your emotions will be less. You can over leverage. You would do some or other techniques to basically do that, but you cannot do the same concept on a 1 CR or a 2 CR capital. You have to be very systematic to do that.
cool.
That is about uh, algo trading. And I think we have almost done. I'll tell you what is the gray area, why, how Indians can maybe try doing it. So this is about funded accounts. So funded accounts, basically, what is a funded account? Funded account is nothing but someone else is giving you a money. It's like a hedge, like prop trading firms. They would give you the money, and you would be trading on their own money, and you would get a profit split. So, what is the criteria to get a funded account? So, the criteria to get a funded account is a funded challenge. Okay, what is a funded challenge? Funded challenge is, if you are a profitable trader, you can take a challenge by paying X amount. It can be some like 30,000, 40,000 rupees, and you would get a 100K account, right? 100K is like not a small account. It's close to like 80 lakhs to 90 lakhs in, yeah, 90 lakhs in Indian currency, close to 1 CR, right? And in that challenge, you would have to make, you have to follow some rules to make a profit target. Okay, what is the profit target? Profit target will generally be close to 8 to 10% on the capital, right? You don't have a time limit now. Time limit is now removed. So if you make 8 to 10%, and you have to follow the drawdown rules. What are the drawdown rules? One, the maximum drawdown per day should be less than 4 to 5%. You should not risk more than 4 to 5% per day, and the max drawdown at any point of the time can be 8 to 10%. Right? This is the only two clauses. If you basically reach any one of them, you will blow the account. Your 30,000 is gone. But if you are able to pass the challenge, you will get a funded account where, if you trade on that account, they would give you a profit split of 70 to 80%, or some prop firms are also giving 90%. This is the fastest way to basically make money. Again, I'll tell you why this is a gray area. SEBI and FEMA law only says you cannot put money into a Forex broker and trade Forex. Okay. And it also says that you cannot trade Forex from India. Okay. I'll tell you a scene with these funded accounts. What is the scene with funded accounts is, I'll open a funded accounts. There are basically two type of funded brokers. I don't know if Indian brokers do this. I've never heard if they do it or not. There are two type of brokers, basically in Forex markets. One is called as A book brokers, and the second is called as B book brokers. A book brokers are basically, you put a trade and they will punch into the liquidity pool. They will directly send the trade into liquidity pool. But B book brokers, what they do is, they will test whether you're profitable or not. If you are a losing trader, they would not even punch the trade into a liquidity pool. They will match the trade against an counter trade from their end.
Okay.
This is called as B-book traders. Okay, which means your trade, whichever you are punching, if you are not a profitable trader, if a strategy is not even profitable, the forex broker will not even send it into the liquidity pool. He will directly punch a reverse trade against you because he knows he is going to make money against you. Right? So these are called as B-book traders. Okay, and in funded accounts also, the thing is, many of the prop firms are B books because they know many people will lose. Many people will lose the challenge, and many people, whoever are passed also, they might lose it within one phase or second phase, or like within two payouts or one payout. Maybe they get uh, lucky with 1 to 2 payouts. After that, they lose the channel. That is what many prop firms know. So what these prop firms have started doing is they have started saying they are giving simulated capital. Okay, I'll open a prop firm. You will see the headline, the tag. Okay, I think 1 minute. My funded FX. Okay, this is one prop firm. What are they saying? They are saying it is a simulated capital, which means they're not giving you real capital to trade, which means legally you're not trading real capital, which is proper, which is okay in Forex term, which is okay as per RBI or SEBI laws or like FEMA law, which means simulated capital means you are like doing paper trading for them. Okay, how can this broker make money? Because this guy is a B book trader. If he knows that you are profitable, he will make a reverse trade in his account to make money out of you. If he knows that you are going to blow the account, he will wait until you blow the account for 1 to 2 months. Right? That's what he'll do. Right? And the capital which you can get is like close to 600k, right? 300k, 200k. You can get huge amount of capital, right? But you have to be profitable for that, right? If you can be profitable, you can make this accounts, and you can basically get payouts out of that, right? So this is about funded accounts. So I'll show you one small account which I am basically trading. 1 minute. Right. So this is a very small account. See, this is a martingale pot which I'm basically trying, right? And I've just deposited $646, and you can see this simple martingale. Okay, simple martingale. It has made like $105, right? It makes money, and this is within a time period of like close to 2 months, I think. And I think this is on 7/07, and currently it is November, so it's 3 months. Within 3 months, $600, I have made like 105 profit. Okay, but the drawdown was close to 3% till date. And this is one account which is currently being traded. Just want to showcase that you can make money using small capital also. Okay, including all commissions, everything, you can make money. I'll show you a funded account which I'm basically trading. Yeah,
Yes, want
yeah,
to mention one thing here. As you are showing a 20% profit in forex market with the $650 to $105, it will be around 15 to 20%. So the
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of expectation people have in their mind with the forex, they might think they will become a overnight millionaire and billionaire within.
No, it's not possible. It's
So
not possible because it's a martingale bot,
mhm.
right? You would have a huge drawdown. If the drawdown goes, it can go more than 10%, 15% also, right?
Mm.
So you have to be ready for that. That is why I'm not trading with huge capital. I'm only trading with like $600, $650. It's very small capital, right? But I'll show you a live account which I trade. This is a funded account. Okay, this is a funded account. So this is what I've been trading. Okay, so this looks like a risk reward game, right? So this is a 200k funded account, and the first trade we got a profit of 2000. After that we lost like 1700, 1600. After that we made 3000, 2885, and the current account is sitting at $2500, which is 2.5% on the capital, right? Not 2.5, it's 1.8%, 1.8 to 1.9% on the capital. I get close to 80% of this profit, and this is one cycle. Okay, what is meaning by one cycle? I've started trading on 20th and I've stopped trading on 4th. Why did I stop trading? Because I want to request a payout. If I start trading, I might overtrade and I might lose the gain which I made. And $2,500 is a very good money, because I'll tell you why. If I want to buy one account, so this is from Nova. So the account which I got is 200K. So if you see, 200K is close to $997, right? So ideally, my risk is $997 and I made a profit of $2,500. So I might get close to $2,200 as payout, right? My return on investment, if we see like that, is 100%,
Exactly.
right? I made my return on investment is 100%, and this is only phase one, right? I would keep getting payouts continuously from this if I don't breach any of the rules, right? I'll also show you what are those rules. So see, this is how the dashboard metrics would
You,
look like,
you
right?
hardly started this
This
account
is
15 days before.
just 5-10 days before, right?
Uh-huh.
5-10 days before. So this is how the metrics will look. It will also show you how the PNL went. It went until a drawdown of 2%. Then I recovered the drawdown, the same trades, whichever we saw, right? First two were losing trades. So you can see the daily loss over here is 4%. So I am very much within the limit, 1.24%. Max loss is 8%. I have never breached it. Profit target, there is no profit target. I made 1.86%. I wanted to secure because it's my first payout. So the payout happens on every 20-day basis. So I would have to wait until 20 days. So currently it is 16th day. I would wait until 4 more days and request this payout. So once I request this payout, I would get a fresh account. So he will give me a fresh account. And if you see, this is a completed account. So that is the difference between
One
a
question.
completed and a fresh account.
One
Yeah.
question. Why they are taking 20 days to pay out?
That is how general prop firms is, because they would have bi-weekly payouts, or like weekly payouts, or like 20 days once payout, or some will have monthly payouts. So this is another challenge which we have basically. This is a live account which we have already traded and took a payout. We did not make much, 0.72%. These were the trades. It was a scalping account. But we got a payout of like close to $300 out of this. So this is how we are basically taking. This is 200K, right? Which we have just seen. So we will secure the trades and basically make profit. So you can take multiple accounts, and once a profit is secured, you can start trading another account rather than using the same account, because if you overtrade and this goes to drawdown, your payout will be blocked, right? So that is something which you can do. So this is one way, one gray area way, because they are saying it's as simulated capital. It's not real capital. So because it is a simulated capital, one legal way is you use crypto, you pay this guy, you get a simulated account, not a live account. In a simulated account, you can trade, right? Because it is like paper trading. You can say it is paper trading. And once you get a funded account, you would basically pass the funded account and you would get. I also manage funded accounts. I also pass accounts for people, whoever wants it. But again, you would want to know what's Forex before you pass a challenge. I can give you a Forex funded account by passing it, but you would have to trade it. Again, if you want management services also, I'm currently doing it because Indians are not allowed to do it. We take it on my friend's name or some other's name, because we are creating like a funded uh, desk uh, outside India. So that's something which I'm planning. But that's about it. I think I've covered major topics. That's the conclusion. I hope people have got some insights and some tips and tricks on how to start forex trading if they want to, and if they like, what are the legalities and regulations on forex markets.
Yeah, I just want to give you one conclusion here. Guys, don't trade with the illegal brokers who are offering you
Yeah,
so much of leverage, and they're not regulated as per the RBI. And who are there in the list with doing the illegal way of trading and illegal transactions? The list we will give you in the description. And at the same time, Sai being an NRI, he is trading in this forex
yeah,
account.
I have the
Yeah,
flexibility.
he's having that flexibility, but being in this country, don't try to trade in these all illegal brokers. you can blow up your capital, and at the same time, you don't know when the RBI and the FEMA will come to you. So keep that in
Yeah.
mind. Don't do the mistakes. This video is only for the educational purpose. If you are going outside of the country and being an NRI, you can do whatever you want to do. No one is going to restrict you at that point of time. But as being a honest Indian citizen, just follow the rules. What are the rules given by the government and regulations? Just follow that. Don't get into any kind of a trap created by the influencers. Just be prosper. You want to mention anything for a newbie who wants to get into this all the forex trend? Do you have any books or any material to read? If you would
Uh,
suggest.
the the easiest one is Baby Pips,
Ah,
babypips.com.
okay,
This is where one can start learning what is lot size, what is standard lot, what is everything. Everything is free. You don't have to pay anything to this website. I
okay,
think I have an ad blocker. That is, it's not allowing me. But it also has quizzes to learn and understand. So you can track your progress. But this is everything. What is Forex, why trade Forex, what is margin trading, kindergarten, Forex brokers,
hmm,
support resistance, Fibonacci, candlestick patterns, oscillators, momentum, pivot points, Fibonacci. They give you A to Z, and they also teach you like 1 to 2 trading strategies for basics,
hmm.
which you can look at. And this is more than enough for you to understand what is Forex and what is market about. Right?
Great, great, great.
This is the best place to start. Yeah.
Okay. Apart from this, I just want to ask you a normal questions regarding the Indian market. How you
Yeah.
trade in Indian market with options?
Um, Basically, I've stopped trading Indian market because of this Forex. Because you can see, right, the scope in Forex is unlimited. You get a 200K account
Okay.
and you make like 2%, 1.2%, 1%, 2% also. The amount which I would be getting for the same effort is huge compared to Indian market, right? I would have to struggle to make that money,
Okay.
right? But in Forex market, it's not the same. So Indian market completely is currently running on algos only. So currently I'm majorly focused on algos only. I'm not trading anything discretionary at the moment. Some positional trades is what I'm running. It can be iron condor, iron fly, Batman's, all these things. Or else majorly I've currently shifted to equity because options is not very great. So equity swings is what I'm currently doing. Previously, I used to do options actively, but currently options is what I've reduced a lot. Maybe people will understand that and reduce a lot going forward, but I have understood long back that I've like reduced it by a lot of extent. So currently, only algos are running. They are profitable. They are running okay. So yeah,
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sai, for your valuable time and
yeah.
this knowledgeable session.
Thank
We'll
you. Thank you.
try to make it if there is any. We'll try to make it one more video on the forex on advanced level. If we get
Sure, sure, sure.
the request from the people.
Definitely, definitely. I'm here to support. So anything, I'll be happy to help.
So that's all from my side today, guys. Hope you like the this video. And if you like the content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We'll meet in the next video with a different topic. Bye bye. Have a great day.